Love, love changes everything. And oh yeah, if you're in Malaysia and your partner is Muslim, that also includes your relationship status. Sepupus, just the other day, one of your Malay sepupus came in and asked me how to have relationship with Chinese girls. Wow. Very honest, very awesome. Far be it from me to declare myself a lady magnet, but what I can tell you is how to not have a relationship with Chinese girls. Number 1, live in Malaysia. Number 2, be Muslim.
Cause if having a relationship means dating to you, well, according to Islamic law, it's illegal.
Sepupus, I know a lot of you want to believe in liberalism, about how we are a modern society nowadays. Assimilation is such a modern reality. But here are some statistics. The highest rate of interracial marriages was in 2019, when 11% of the population took part in interracial marriages.
Which means that even at the peak, 90% of marriages were between the same race.
Now that's just one set of numbers though, and it doesn't tell the entire story. So here's a full-on PhD thesis.
This is by Humaira binti Zainal, and nominally it's about movies, but she did a study of attitudes towards religious conversion in Malaysia, which shows two main things. A, most people don't want to convert to Islam even if offered the choice to do so, and B, people are willing to convert to religions that are not Islam much more frequently than they are willing to convert to Islam. Limited sample size, so I think this articulates something that's true about Malaysians in general.
You can believe me or you can choose not to believe me.
But it's time to drop some facts.
If you are a
non-Muslim
person, male or female, it doesn't matter, if you try to date somebody who is Malay and therefore constitutionally Muslim, 99 times out of 100, there is going to be a conversation, your parents will meet, and then later on you will be broken up. It's not you, it's me, I'm sorry, it's not going to work out.
So yeah, stories like these are not the exception, they are the rule. Now, before you scream Islamophobia, just know that Islamophobia means an irrational fear of Islam. And in Malaysia, if you want to marry a Muslim, you will experience
forced conversion.
Hopefully it makes sense to you that people are scared.
I don't know how many of you out there who are currently in relationships with somebody who is Muslim understand this or know about it, but
as I told you just now, Muslim and non-Muslim couples are technically illegal.
Whether it's because you end up getting married or because you end up getting caught in a kawat situation or anything, if you date someone in Malaysia who is Muslim, then at some point, you are probably going to be forced to convert. And no, it doesn't matter that you think that somehow you're living in the modern world, it's all free nowadays. That's not the society that you're living in. Why? Because Sharia law, baby. Non-Muslims aren't allowed to marry Muslims in this country, and what that means in practice is that if you try to date someone or marry someone in Malaysia who is Muslim, then the government is going to say to you, look, sorry, you have to convert first, otherwise you can never be married. Now, I'm not saying this is necessarily going to be bad for everyone. And I know, of course, that there are some of you out there who are very successful couples, very happy. You've actually ended up learning about the religion and everything like that, which is like up to you, that's great. And I wish you all the best. But if that's the case, then this video is not for you. This is for all of those people out there who do not know about the risk of converting. And I'm sure that there are some people who genuinely want to learn about your faith. But trust me, a lot of people, they don't know, they don't care. And because this is Malaysia, if they end up converting, it'll be too late. See, the fact is, right, if you become a Muslim in Malaysia, it's like Hotel California.
You can go in, but you cannot go out.
Now, if you're just going all like, but I love my darling, no problem one. Yeah, just know that it's not that simple. I think there's nothing wrong if you're the kind of person who really wants to learn about your partner's culture and everything, but if you're not somebody like that, then trust me, it's gonna be a living hell for you. See, you might think that you can don't practice, right? But like, in reality, when you get married, in practice, what happens is that you probably are going to be micromanaged in different areas of your life. You have to register your name, your conversion, join religious classes. Like, literally, if you are a Muslim in this country, then your entire life will be changed. Because now, your legal status is going to be managed by the Sharia court. You expose yourself to the wonderful world of moral policing. And in way too many cases, this probably means that you're going to be no longer hanging out with your old family members, eating separately from them, bringing your own cutlery to their houses, and completely changing the way that you live and exist in the world.
Now then, you might say,
If you don't believe in the religion, then what's the point of them forcing you in the first place? Doesn't religious freedom exist? Well, the fact is, the reason your parents are telling you to break up right now, if you're living in Malaysia, is that that's exactly how it is not. And that's also why I'm gonna tell you right now, right here, if nobody else is telling you, if you're a non-Muslim and you're dating somebody who is Muslim right now, or if you're a Muslim and you're dating someone who is non-Muslim right now and you genuinely love them, you know they're not interested, consider breaking up. Yes, I know, it sounds bad, but if you're not Muslim, you're basically endangering yourself, subjecting yourself to a life that you may not even want, a life you cannot change, that affects everything from how you eat, how you socialize, how you dress, how you pass down your property.
of course, lots of people want to avoid this and therefore,
A lot of people migrate. And I don't mean this as in absent-mindedly try to go here, try to go there. No, I mean that they literally do their very best, everything in their power to go over to, for example, Singapore, where the moral police and religious police are literally going to come after you if you end up dating somebody who happens to be Muslim, while trying to force you to live a completely different life, because apparently when you've converted in this country, then you become fair game for every random Tom, Dick and Harry to judge every single aspect of your behavior and your life under grounds that it is all Amar Ma'ruf Nahi Munkar. We care about you, love you so much. By the way, you better follow my advice because it's good for you. I totally get it. When you're in love, it feels like you can give everything to your darling. But as far as I know, Malaysia is a special case, and if you live here, well, there are a lot of complicated things that you have to think about, and not a lot of them are pretty. But what do you think, Sapupus? Knowing what you know now, if you're not Muslim, would you date somebody who is Muslim in this country? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Alright, that's all to say about that, and bye.